Hello guys, as promised, here is a 15-minute scalping strategy inside of Cryptohopper that you can set up yourself. I always recommend that you use a paper trading bot to begin with to test out any strategy. And also, before you activate any bot, always check out what Bitcoin is doing. You don't want to be activating a bot when it's on the top of a swing here, because you know what happens is the bot buys stuff while it's up here and then Bitcoin tanks. And for example, Bitcoin tanked 20% there over 12 days. Your bot wouldn't do very well in that circumstance, okay? However, if you'd have started a bot down here and Bitcoin went up 92% in 124 days, you'd have done really well. With quite a lot of strategies would have done really well. Okay, so what I'm saying is, before you just blindly switch on your bot with real money, that is, always check what Bitcoin's doing. Are you expecting a crash? You know, check on YouTube, look at people who do TA, or even ask me in Skype or Telegram, and I'll let you know what I think. You know, but even then, there's no guarantee. You know, to me, it looks like Bitcoin might come down. It might come down, but it might just go sideways here for a while, and then go up again. Who knows? But kind of down here would be the best time to turn on your bot, or down here, you know, down here, you know, down here even, we do quite well. But you've got the DCA to kick in, you know, should everything go into the red. But it is always best, just check the charts. If we come down here and things look like they're starting to turn back up again, I'm on the 1-day chart, look. You could even use the weekly. You know, you could always say, right, well, starting a bot down here might be beneficial. Yeah, everything turns up again. So, what are we going to do? We're going to use the MACD and the stochastic to trigger our buy orders on this 15-minute scalping strategy. So here I am. I've got to create the bot first, so I'm going to click on new, click on trading bot. I'm going to click on there. I don't want to show that again, I've seen it 100 times. Alright, I'm going to click on configure myself. And click on basic settings. I'm going to give the bot a name. 15-minute, and it's going to be using the, what did we say, MACD stochastic, and it's a scalping strategy. Alright, so that's the name of my bot, and we'll click on save there. Okay, so now you click on exchange here and you make sure paper trading is switched on. I've chosen my exchange and I've got highest bid, lowest ask selected, and click on save there. Now I'm going to go down to the next tab and I'm going to switch off the notifications because they become quite annoying after you get hundreds of them. Alright, click on save again. Just a reminder, for every tab down here that you configure, click on save after you've done it, just so you don't lose any settings when you get on the next tab. Alright, so we're going to use market orders. We're going to use maximum open time to buy 5 minutes. You can put 10 minutes if you wanted. Open positions, we don't want too many because we're going to put 1,000 fake dollars into the bot. So I'm going to choose I'm going to go for 15 in this one. And max open positions per coin. You don't want 2 Bitcoin positions opening. You don't want 100 Bitcoin positions opening, or 15 as it says there. Make sure that slides down. Keep it to 1 if you want it to be 1. You can have it on 2 if you want. You get 2 positions of Bitcoin, and then you'd have your other positions. Alright, enable cooldown. I'm going to allow it to cool down for 1 hour. This means exactly what it means there. You can read that. Okay, so if it has bought or sold, let's say Bitcoin, within the last hour, it will not do any new trades. So if it's sold Bitcoin 10 minutes ago, it's not going to search and find another Bitcoin buy position. It will wait at least an hour before it searches again. And likewise, if it's already, if it's bought within the last hour, it won't buy any more within that hour. Okay, so only 1 order per coin. Only when there are positive pairs. So this is basically how bullish things are. And I'm going to choose the 4-hour period. Only buy if not already in positions. Click on there. Have a little read of that. Okay. Now that's all set. In fact, I'm going to switch that off because I don't usually use that. I don't want to skew my results by using that for the first time. I'm not really keen on it. Alright, auto merge we don't switch on. Alright, I'm going to click on save. Now because there's a paper trading bot, guys, you can experiment, you can change things about. You could change this, you could change this, you could have auto merge. I don't recommend that though, because your position sizes can get rather large on a quick scalping strategy like this. Alright, so that's how I want it. That's flipped itself back up to 3 for some reason, so I'm going to bring it back down to 1 and click on save. Okay, now next tab. This is where you get to choose your coins. BNB, Litecoin, Ethereum. Where's Bitcoin gone? I know what's happened. Bitcoin is not in here because there's one thing I haven't done yet. I have to go to, where was it, buy settings? No, it is coins and amounts. It's in here. See that? That is our base currency, or quote currency as it should be called. USDT, select and save that. It's not going to save. I should have clicked on change here. Alright. Okay, now Bitcoin is in that list. And I'm going to choose a bunch of fairly random coins. I'm going to choose 15. Zulika, Fetch. How many have we got now? 12. Polygon. Algo. Stick with the coins that you like, guys. That you trust, H-bar. Alright. Okay, now down to this section here. So I've got 15 coins selected. They're all in there. I'll be using $1,000. So if I type in 1% there, and I'm going to type in $1,000 there, and I'm going to say $10 there. Alright, and then I'm going to click on save. Now we haven't put any fake dollars into this bot yet, so it's not going to do anything, it's not going to buy anything. Alright, now the strategy. So we're going to use this time the 15-minute scalping strategy based upon the MACD and the RSI, which I showed you earlier, which is basically when this crosses up over, this blue line crosses up over the red line there, it's more bullish, looks like it's going to be going up, and the same on here as well when that crosses up above. Yeah, so 15-minute, I'll show you the settings for this one. Alright, now I'm just going to click on how many positions to buy at the same time, so it can buy 3 positions at the same time, like it could be Bitcoin, XRP and Cardano all at the same time if the conditions are correct for those 3 coins. Click on save. Now before I configure any more down here, I'm going to go into library here and I'm going to click on strategies, because I'm going to show you the settings for those 15 minutes indicators. So let me just look for the 15-minute one down here. Oh, I'm sure I just saw one there. There it is. Alright, so I click on there, edit strategy. Now what you do is down here, click on indicators, you search for MACD and you click on there, and then you're going to click on the 15-minute candles, necessary buy signal. Now what are my settings usually that I use for this? This one and this one. So this one is not needed, but this is the one I'm showing you how to set up. So let's have a look at the settings here. Now you set yours roughly the same as that, necessary signal, and once you've done that, close it, and then you're going to go up here, so you'll have this already. This one won't be there yet. You're going to click on there, you're going to type in stochastic, not stochastic RSI, just stochastic. That populates there, look. Then you're going to make the settings in there the same as that. So you don't need 4, you only need 2. I'm just showing you by adding the new one so we can configure it. We can configure it the same. Alright, so this is the stochastic settings that I use. Okay, have a look at those. You can pause the video. Now I'm going to close that. So that these 2 here will be exactly the same as these 2 here. But what did we not do in here? We didn't change it to 15 minutes, so we didn't change all these numbers. Okay, however, that doesn't matter because I'm deleting that from here. Okay, and once you've configured that strategy, make sure this says 15 minutes, make sure this says required signal, so it has to be highlighted. That means required signal. Yeah, and give it a name. If you're wondering what with 34 means, I'll show you. In a stochastic, it's from where I used to tweak it. You know, 33, 28, 25, you know, I was testing all kinds, and I eventually settled on 34. So that's why I put with 34 on there. Okay, so once you've given it a name, click on save. Make sure you save it, or else it won't be in your strategies list. Now we can go back to our configuration. Alright, back to here. Alright, so the strategy is set. Make sure it's the right one. Where's the 15-minute gone? Oh, there it is. There. Save. Now, if you're wondering what this signals only is, it means if you switch that on, it won't be using a strategy anymore. It'll be waiting for signals from a third party. Alright, I'll do other videos on signals. So this is the built-in that we've configured ourselves. So click on save after you've finished these. Now trailing stop buy, I'm not using that one in this strategy. Sell settings, I'm going to put that up to 100-ish. I'm going to leave it on limit today. We're going to see how well it does with limit orders. Alright, I'm going to go 0.1% higher, which means if it gets to a sell point with a limit order here, let's say your bot is configured to sell here, it will look to grab an extra 0.1% from that point. So we measure up, it will set for there. So instead of 52,534, 52,586 for Bitcoin. Alright, that's an example of what that will do. Alright, click on save. Because it's a limit order, I'm going to give it a little bit more time to sell. 15 minutes should do it. Click on save. Alright, limit orders, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know, is the sell price, the take profit price is locked in from when you start the trade. And what it will do is put in that limit order on the exchange. So it might buy Bitcoin now and it will add whatever percentage to it, let's say it's 2%, and put a limit order in at that 2% profit level. So it's going to be 2.1% if we've got the 0.1 there. Make sense? And that order will stay in there until you tweak it or change it, cancel it, whatever. With market orders, what will happen is the price will go up to that 2%, alright, and it'll see, the bot will see that it's 2% in profit, and it will just go, right, market order, sell now. Alright, and that is something that happens more quickly. Therefore, with the limit order, I've given it 15 minutes to sell. Alright, did I save? Click on save again just to be sure. Sell strategy, we don't use it because we're using trailing stop loss and we're using that sell settings there. Alright, the trailing stop loss should override this, but that's there just in case. Alright, so if that goes up to 100%, even with the trailing stop loss activated, it won't go beyond 100%, actually 100% 0.1. Alright, so that's the max. So most of the time, 99.9% of the time, this will not be used because the trailing stop loss will be active and it will drop before it gets up to 100%. Alright, so what we're going to do, this is where we activate the stop loss, and I'm going to put in 2.5%. I don't know if that would be too high. 2.25. I can always tweak it again. And the drop, alright, is going to be, I'm going to call it 0.5. It's a bit of wiggle room there. Use trailing stop loss only, reset, and click that on, and click save. So, how does trailing stop loss work? What it does is, let's say, you know, you've got these ups and downs here, alright? So let's imagine the bot bought here, alright? And it went up, what was it, 2.25% we said? Well, that's blooming typical, it hasn't gone up that much. Let me get a lower point. Alright, so let's say the bot bought here. Alright, and that actually probably would happen around here because these indicators are showing good-ish buy points. Alright, so let's say it bought down here and it goes up and it gets up to 2.25, which would be there on that candle there, and as soon as it starts coming down again, it's saying, right, if we drop 0.5% from that 2.25, which would be 1.75, it would get down to there. I would say, alright, before it drops any more, let's sell it now. Alright, and it's a good job because it did drop further to 0.2. Then you would have had to wait all this time for it to come back up to about there. So it's more beneficial to get out of the trade just in case it's going to go down some more, and then your bot will open up a new area, a new slot for a new position. Alright, so it could come down to here again and buy again. Alright, so it's often better to get in and get out quickly. So that, if we'd have gone and waited till it come back right back up to here, it would have been 16 hours and 30 minutes. Or you could have been out of that trade, up there, back down 1.75-ish. You would have been out of that trade after about 5 hours and 30 minutes. That's like a third of the time. So you'd have been back in another 2 trades in that time, you know, if you could have got another couple of trades in. Alright, so that's the reason trailing stop loss exists. And obviously if you tweak this number, those parameters on selling would be different. It's going to wait for a 1% drop instead of dropping 0.5%. So you can tweak that as you like. Click on save. There's only one more thing that we need to set on this, my dollar cost averaging, and then we need to slip in some fake US dollars, $1,000. DCA switched on. Market order. I haven't tried limit. I'm not sure how well it would work. Shall we try it? Yeah, since we've got limit buy orders. Alright, okay. After, I'm going to say 4 hours. So that means if something comes down X amount of percent after buying it, because things can turn around, they can just go south. If it came down after buying, let's say let's say it bought here and it came down. It came down, let's say 5%. I'm going to do 5% on this. Let's have a look how much that would have been actually. From there down to not quite 5%, but you get the meaning. Imagine that's 5%. Let's say it came down to there. Alright. So look at the 5%, and it's dropped 5% there, and we're only going to DCA 2 times, so it's got to drop 5% 2 times, and it's going to double down, and we're not going to switch on buy immediately. Now, so let's imagine we get a signal to buy somewhere here, but then everything turns around, which can happen. You know, it's just part and parcel of crypto trading. It comes down 5%. Sorry, phone call there. So, where was I? It's gonna, if it comes down, if that position that you've bought into comes down by 5%, it's gonna, if you've spent $10 already somewhere up here and it comes down 5%, it's gonna buy another $10 worth approximately. It'll actually be below $10, maybe $9.50 or something like that, because it's 5% down. Alright, so then it's going to turn that $10 position into a something like $19.50 position, and that will be just one DCA. However, if it comes down even more after that, which sometimes it can, Bitcoin crashes, it will, let's have a look on a 4-hour chart. Let's say you bought in, I don't know, up there using the 15-minute chart, but then things turned south. Look at that. You've got a 21% drop there in 11 days. Alright, so it would put in a DCA order, it would buy some more, let's say, hang on, around there, this level here, which is there, and then on the second DCA, so it's a $20 position now, on the second DCA, that would bring you, on the first DCA, would bring you back to here, about 2.5% down. Second DCA would happen when it got down again, and it would do another DCA at minus 5%. You get the picture. And your position would be an average price between here and between there. Alright, because you bought in 2 times. And it would now be an almost $40 position, probably around $38, okay, after 2 DCAs. Hope that makes sense. A lot of people don't get the DCA. Alright, click on save. Now, I've never used limits before. I want to see how well it goes over 24 hours. I'm not expecting too many buys and sells actually using the 15-minute over 24 hours. So I might end up having to leave it 48 hours or 72. We'll see tomorrow. Back to the dashboard. Now all we have to do now is we have to deposit some moolah, alright, some fake moolah. This is all blanked out, set to 0, that's good. Now I'm going to set the fees, and Binance is 0.1%, it's already populated, it seems to know. Alright, click on set there, and click on deposit, and I'm going to choose USDT, which is right at the bottom there. Alright, now I'm going to type in $1,000, and then click on deposit. There you go, so that won't even populate until you switch the bot on. Alright, so as soon as you switch this bot on, it's going to, you see the timetable here, it's not searching for anything yet because we haven't searched it on. We've switched it on. There you go, switch that on. Now there the money appears. We've got $1,000 there, it's saying a minus $1,000, don't know why, because we've just put 1,000 in. Click on reset for that, so it goes to 0. Alright, so, oh, beautiful. I like it when that happens because it makes the video making shorter. You don't have to wait around for something to buy just to show you that it works. So that's great that it's bought straight away. Doesn't always. So $9.60 there. That's $9.91. That's $9. That's $10. That's $20 in play. $30 in play. I wonder why it's gone down to $9.60. Let's wait and see for this. I thought we set it to limit orders. Oh no. Let's have a look. Let's check. Buy settings. Ah, that's why. That's okay. That's okay. It's fine. If it were a limit order, it would be probably all 3 of these positions would be in there waiting to buy now. Alright, and look, as you can see, VET is already 0.25% down, which happens, part and parcel of trading. Doesn't always go straight up into the green. Alright, so I will bring you an update in 24 hours from now. The time now, my time, is 4:39 PM. Alright, we've got 3 positions in there, look. Let's see how much money we've got. 970. Bit strange how it went to 960. It's gone back up though. Alright, so we'll look at that straight in the green. Lovely. Watch it come back down again now. So, technically speaking, we're approximately break even. Just under break even at the moment, but you can't expect much after 2 minutes. So alright guys, the secret sauce. Go to the bottom of my YouTube video here. Click on the first link in the description. That will take you to this page here. Alright, watch that quick little video. Gives you some instructions on how to contact me via Skype. I've got links for Binance and TradingView if you need them there. And there's the juicy Cryptohopper link. Now, to get the secret sauce, you need to use this link, guys. 15412 is my referral ID, so I'm going to click that and show you what happens. Watch out in the URL for my number 15412 to turn up. Keep watching the URL here, 15412, alright, and then it disappears, which is perfectly normal. Now, if you do that and you sign up and you buy Cryptohopper through my link, I will give you my secret sauce settings, which are not on YouTube, and I'll give you those for free, and you will get my help in Skype and Telegram, all for free, no extra cost. Okay, so it doesn't cost you extra to get Cryptohopper through my link. So help with this channel, and I'll help you out. Okay guys, I'll see you in the update video in about 24 hours from now. Alright, take it easy guys. Bye bye.